Everybody gets frustrated. Everybody gets tired. Everybody gets fatigued when there's something that you're after and you feel like it's not coming fast enough, when there's something that you're striving for, you're working towards, and you feel like you're just not making up any ground. I would venture to say that any person that has ever accomplished something worthwhile, any person or individual that has ever succeeded in completing the task that was set before them, has at some point in time considered quitting. It may have only been for a brief moment, even a split second. For some people, that's much longer. But I would venture to say that everyone is familiar with the thought of quitting. And I'm no different. There are things that I've worked on for a long time, and I've wondered why it wasn't coming together for me. I've wondered why it was that other people who were doing the same thing were successful and I wasn't. I've wondered those things, and it's crossed my mind. Well, why not just quit? Why are you still trying? Why are you still doing this? What are you after? Is it even worth it? Look at all that it's costing you. And I had to come to myself and answer some really serious questions, and I would advise you to do the same if you've ever been in this place. And if you haven't been here yet, you will be at some point if you ever attempt to accomplish something, some great feat, to surmount some great obstacle, to destroy and combat some opposition. Quitting will cross your mind, but one of the questions you have to ask yourself is what I'm holding on to worth more than I am reaching for? Are you holding on to something that's less valuable than what you're reaching for? If the answer is yes, well, then you have a crossroads. You have a decision to make. You have to also ask yourself the question, is what I'm up against truly able to beat me? Or is it the waiting game that's getting to me? You see, sometimes it's not really that you're being defeated. It's not even that something's beating you at your own game. It's the point of waiting. Sometimes it's impatience. Sometimes it's the fact that it's not happening as soon or as fast as you wanted it to happen, so you feel like giving up. But is that really a reason to quit just because it hasn't come yet? Again, it's a crossroads. Are you willing to wait? And then you have to really look at, the point and the valid truth of this. What is going to happen when you quit? What's going to happen when you give up? I can answer that for you. Nothing. You're going to stay in the same place you're in right now, complaining about the same thing you've been complaining about for the last 4 or 5 months, 4 or 5 years, 4 or 5 decades. Nothing is going to change. And if you're blessed, if you are favored, and if you are given more years to live in your lifetime, then when you reach the end, you will still be in the same place. So here's something to think about. If you're 20 and you're going to reach the age of 30, 40, 50 at some point in time, when your years come about, then quitting isn't going to do anything but keep you stagnant, keep you paralyzed in the same place. But if you try, however, for whatever it is, if you endure, however, for whatever it is that you are after, at some point between now and then, you will reach the finish line. You have to. There's no race that continues for that long. So here's the thing. If I start doing push-ups tonight and I tell myself I'm going to give myself a year to get in amazing shape. If I start doing push-ups tonight and I say I'm going to do them every single night until this time next year, if I quit, I'm still going to reach that same point next year, just without the results. You get what I'm saying? So if you're quitting right now, you're still going to reach that same finish line on your timeline next year, but without the results, without the reward. So you can quit anytime, but why quit now? Why not hang in here? Why not see what happens when you hold out? Now, you may have to change your formula. You may have to change your game plan. You may have to shift and alter your perspective. You may have to reach out for coaching in some areas of your life. You may have to reach out for a helping hand or some support, but quitting does nothing for you. I'll say this: excuses don't excuse you from anything. Excuses don't excuse you. You're not going to be granted some lapse in time and just magically appear when you're 30 or 40 or 50 years, 50 years old with something that you never worked for. No, it doesn't work like that. You're going to have to stick this thing out. So the question becomes, why are you going to quit? What good is it going to do you to quit right now? Now, you can talk yourself into that quitting mentality if you like, but for me, I realize that I'm still going to get to this finish line regardless. And for some people that say, well, you never know when your last day is. You never know when you're going to die. That's true. And you know what? Here's my point. Here's my position on that. I would rather be in a position or a place to die in pursuit than to die paralyzed because I quit. I would rather die in pursuit of what I wanted, of what I was after, of gaining that next thing, whatever it may be, than to die paralyzed, full of excuses, because it does nothing for you. So, that's it. I mean, you can quit, make excuses for yourself, but guess what? The only person you're really tearing up isn't just you. I know you were thinking I was going to say the opposite, but you're wrong. It's not just you. When you quit, you affect other people around you. When you quit, you alter the connections that you can make in your lifetime. So I need you to hang in there, because that person that may need you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years from now may be me. Don't quit on me. I need you. It's your man KD. Peace.